So yesterday we discussed about relationships, right? So why we need relationship to link entities. So these are the types of relationship: one to n, n to one, and n to n. So in one to n and n to one, when we create one to n or n to one, a lookup will create in child entity, and subgrid will create in the parent entity. Okay, in n to n relationship, it's a multiple records will associate to another multiple records. So here there will not be any lookup that will create in this relationship. It will create associated subgrid. A subgrid will create in both entities. Okay. So if you see this example, courses and student. One course can have multiple student associated, right? So when I add exist all these three students, let me refresh it. So when I add Suresh and test, you see what I'm getting? Completed adding 0 of 2 records, but 2 not added because they already have a parent. So here this Suresh and test records, when I navigate to students, if I open Suresh, the Suresh is already associated to one course. I cannot assign this Suresh to another course because it's already associated. So one course can have multiple students, right? So here I cannot associate which is associated to different record. I cannot associate the same record to another parent. But in case if you get a requirement, multiple students should associate to multiple courses, then like Suresh can associate to Dynamics, Suresh can associate to SQL, Suresh can associate to another course. In that case, this 1 to n will not be suitable. It will be suitable as n to n because so here with Suresh is already added to course Dynamics. I cannot add Suresh to another course, right? If I try to do that, what will happen? Let's see. If I go to course, if I add, go to Java and go click on students, add existing. If I try to add Suresh, what I will get? This record cannot be completed because it is already have a parent record. This is the error that we will get in the 1 to n or n to 1. Clear? But if you get a requirement for the same scenario, student and courses, I want to enroll multiple students to multiple courses and vice versa, then n to 1 and 1 to n will not be the suitable relationship because I want to add same student in multiple courses, right? That is not possible. In n to n it is possible. So today we will discuss about relationship behaviors. So here we are creating a relationship. Okay, there is something called relationship behavior which is associated to relationship. For example, this one. If I select contract and agreements, right? So when I navigate to contract entity and one to n relationship, this is important. Relationship behaviors and relationships are important with respect to interview, also in real time. So you have to create multiple entities in a project. Every entity will be associated to another entity. How we do that with the help of relationships. And sometimes we have some requirement how this relationship should behave. So that configuration we will configure in the relationship behaviors. So the relationship behavior, what it will do, it will define the nature of the behavior. Okay, so for example, this is the relationship that we have created. What is this relationship? One to n relationship between contract and agreement. So one contract can have multiple agreement, right? So when I scroll down, there is something called type of behavior. So here we have four relationship behaviors. Okay. So relationship behaviors are four. One is parental, two preferential, three preferential, restrict, delete, four configurable, cascading. Okay. These are the four behaviors. So what is parental behavior? Whatever action we perform in parent entity, same will reflect in child entity. Okay, what it means now, I will do, I will go to CRM. Okay, so I'll click open contracts. First, I will update the relationship behavior to parental. Save and close. Okay, let's publish. Okay, now when I open any contract, demo contract, so what is the relationship that exists between contract and agreement is 1 to n. So demo contract is associated to test 1 and test 2 records. Okay, so what I will do, who is the owner of this contract? CRM demo. And who is the owner of this test 1 record? CRM demo. Okay, same test 2 also, CRM demo is the owner of this records. Now what I will do, I will assign, I will change the owner to save. Okay, User doesn't have permissions. Let me assign the permissions. So as of now, I will give him the system admin role. Okay. Now I will save. What I have done, I have updated owner, which means I have assigned contract record to Radhya. Now let's check the agreements. Who is the owner? Radhya. Initially it was CRM demo. When I check test to agreement, it's Radhya. So if you see the description, what I have told on the parental behavior is whatever action we perform in a parent entity, same will be reflected in child entity. So in parent entity, we have performed a assign operation. So the contract entity is assigned to Radhaya. So this parent record have the child records associated. The child records also assigned to Radhaya. Now I will delete this. So if you see agreements, test 1, test 2, when these test 1, test 2 agreements are associated to demo contract, right? Now what I will do, I will delete this demo contract. This demo contract have two associated agreements. So when I comes to agreement, can I see this agreement? No, because it's a behavior that agreement and contract are related as 1 to n, and their behavior is set to parental. Parental means this: whatever action we do, we will apply the same action in the child entity. So we, when we assign, the child records also assign. When I delete a parent record, child record also deleted. For the same relationship, what I will do, I will update it to referential. We go here, 1 to n relationship, agreements. Now I will change it to referential. What is referential? Referential is whatever action we perform in parent entity that will not reflect in child entity. Okay, let's see. I will publish this change. Why I need to every time publish here? Because I change the relationship. The relationship is a subcomponent in entity. So when I change any subcomponent, the parent, the main component should be published. Let me publish. I will go to contracts, open this contract. As of now, this contract doesn't have any agreement. First, I will create agreements. Right. So I'll go to agreements, new agreement. My demo one. I will create another agreement here. We'll create another agreement. So here we have three agreements that are associated to one contract. Okay. So the contract owner is CRM demo and agreement owner is also CRM demo, right? Other two also CRM demo because I just created and I logged in with the CRM demo user. Now we have updated the relationship as referential. What is referential? Whatever we do action, whatever action we perform in parent entity, that will not be reflected in child entity. So same action I will perform. First what I will do, I will assign. So you can directly change the owner or you can assign. So let me assign to Radhya. What will happen when I assign? Owner will update. So here I assign this contract parent record. Owner is updated to Radhya. When I go to agreements, when I open this agreement, CRM demo. If I open another agreement, it's CRM demo. If I open the third agreement, it's CRM demo. Why it is not reflected? I have performed a assigned operation in parent entity, that is contract 2, and it is not reflected. The agreements are still, the owner of agreements is CRM demo. Now what I will do here, I will delete this record. I am performing delete operation in the parent entity. Contract is deleted. You see here there is no contract. When I go to agreements, agreements are still exist, but the link, the select contract link will be removed because this record is deleted. Same for other demo 2, record not deleted, but the link is deleted, removed. Same for demo 3. Agreement is not deleted, but the link to contract entity was removed. Okay, so that is what it is mentioned here. And one to n relationship agreement. You see here, when I assign, it won't assign cascade none. It won't perform the child. Delete, it will remove the link. See, when I select parental, cascade all. Whatever we do here, it will cascade all the child records for delete, assign, and other actions. For referential, cascade none. For delete, it will remove the link. Clear these two, parental and referential. In parental, whatever action we perform in parent entity, same will be reflected in child entity. Referential, whatever action we perform in the parent entity, that will not reflect in the child entity. Sometimes you will get a requirements, right? So when you are using uh, any SIM card, right? Airtel, you will register complaints. So when you change the network from Airtel to Geo, Airtel doesn't Airtel don't want to keep your cases, your complaints on your number because your number is migrated to another network. In that case, they will maintain a relationship between the SIM card and the complaints. There will be a relationship. One SIM card number can have multiple complaint registered. So when you are my when you are changing your network, if they don't want to keep your complaints, it will be a parental behavior they will configure so that when they remove that number, all your complaints will be removed in the system. Referential, if they don't want to remove the complaints of yours, and if they simply wants to delete the number, it's a referential. Now what is referential restrict delete? Here, if a parent record have child records associated, okay, if we try to delete a parent record, system will throw an error saying dependency error. What is dependency error? It will say child records are associated. To delete a parent record, first we need to remove the child records. First we need to either remove the link or first we need to delete the child records. Let's see. Now I will change it to referential restrict delete. Save and close. Let me publish this entity. Publish. Now what we will do, we have this agreement, but these agreements are not associated to any contract. First I will do what I will do. I will create one contract. Then I will go to agreements. I will update all these agreements to one contract. Click on edit. I'm bulk updating to this contract. Okay, now if I open this, contract is updated. For other two also it's updated. Let me show you. So when I open this contract, go to related agreements. So this contract have three agreements. Okay, now the behavior of the relationship is referential restrict delete. What is referential restrict delete? If a parent record have child records associated. Now we have this parent record which have these three child records associated. If we try to delete a parent record, system will throw an error. Okay, let's try to delete. The record cannot be deleted because it is associated with another records. Okay, so it will show throw dependency error. For what we need to do, we need to either delete or remove this link. If I remove here, save and close, it will be gone from this list. If I open and remove the link, save and close, open, remove, save and close. Now if I try to delete the contract which doesn't have any child records associated, this time we will not get any error. Even though there is a referential restrict delete relationship behavior we have configured, since the parent record doesn't have any child records associated, we can delete. If it, if a parent record have at least one or more child record, then system will not allow you to delete a parent record because that parent record is already associated with child records. Clear? Referential restrict delete. So these three behaviors, one to n, sorry, these three behaviors, parental, referential, and referential restrict delete, is something predefined. When I say predefined, when I select parental, you see here these are the action. When I assign, it will assign all the child records. That is cascade all. Okay. So just check this. When I change it to referential, it will remove the link on the delete, and also it will not cascade all. It will only applicable to the parent entity. Only if you see this delete, it is remove link. Referential restrict delete are also same as referential behavior, but in place of delete, There we have the remove link. Here we have the restrict. Okay. So if you don't want user to delete any record, if the record is associated to different child records, then we will configure this relationship. Or when we configure referential, if whatever action we perform in parent entity, if that doesn't want to impact in another entity, child entity, then we will select referential. And when we will go for parental, whenever we perform any action in parent entity, same needs to be reflected in child entities. In that case, we will select the parental. So whenever I select parental, all these actions are predefined. I cannot able to update anything. And same goes for referential. I cannot able to update anything over here. And same for referential, restrict, delete. So these three behaviors are not configurable. Okay. It's static. How Microsoft is providing the functionality, we have to use the same. But what is configurable cascading? It is a custom behavior that we can configure based on our requirement. Okay. Now, all this parental, what it will do cascade all for all action. Referential, it will do cascade none, and it will do referential restricted. Now, what I want all these three behaviors in one behavior. Okay. So, for example, I will go here and I will select configurable cascading. For assign, I want to cascade all. Okay. For delete, I want to restrict. Hmm, what we have? Yeah, I will do cascade none for share. See here, in parental we have cascade all. In referential we will have cascade none. In referential restrict delete we will have restrict. So here in this configurable cascading behavior, we have configured three relationships for different action. For assign, I'm cascading all. For share, I'm cascading none. For delete, I'm restricting. Okay. So if you get this kind of requirement, I want a relationship. For this action, I want to do perform all child records. For this action, I don't want to perform any child records action. For this action, I want to restrict. So these three types are exist in three different behaviors. Cascade all exist in parental. Cascade none will exist in referential. Restrict is exist in referential, restrict, delete. But in configurable cascading, we have configured these three behaviors. Okay. Now, what I will do, I will to make you clear, I will make assign as cascade none, assign as cascade none, and this is cascade all. Share, save and close. Let's publish. It's a contract, right? Now it's shared. What I will do, I will create one contract. Contract. So it's with CRM demo. The contract start date is January 1st. Okay, January 1st till December last. Okay, this is the contract. Now I will associate this these agreements. I will associate all these agreements to the contract that I have created. 2023 contract. Save. Okay. Now let's go to contract, open the contract and check the agreements. We have these three agreements. And these three agreements are owned by CRM demo. Okay. And this two are all the three are owner is CRM demo and this record is also CRM demo. Now what I will do, this relationship we have behavior we have configured is a configurable cascading. And what we have done for the assign, we have selected configurable cascading. Assign is cascade none, share is cascade all, delete is restrict. Okay. Now understand, if you understand this example, then it will be very clear for you. You can do, if I ask any question, you can able to answer. Okay, let's publish. In parental, if we delete, all records were deleted. In referential, if we delete a parent record, child records were present, but the link was removed. In referential restrict delete, when we delete, if the parent have any child associated record, it was throwing the error. Right now, we have a contract, and this contract have three agreements. Now we have configured the configurable cascading. For assign, we made the cascade none, which means whatever we perform here, it will not assign the child records. So what I will do, I will assign this records to Radhya. Before that, I'll just click on delete. It's restricted, right? Now, if I assign this to Radhya, the child record should associate to Radhya or no? Answer anybody? We made the action as cascade none, which means it will not reflect to shell entities. It's still CRM demo. It's still CRM demo. It's still CRM demo. But the contract, the main entity record is assigned to Rabia. In same one behavior, configurable cascading, we are restricting, right? If I try to delete, it won't delete. Cascade none, right? Now share, what we did for share, we are cascading all. Okay, now what I will do, I will share this particular record. We don't have share here. I will share this record to whom I will share. I have Sujit. Okay. Sujit. I want to give the read permission. Why? Grant this user to access this record by assigning the permission. Select. Okay. So since Radhaya have admin access, I will remove the admin access to Radhaya. Remove. Because admin access can access any data. That's why I'm removing. And this contract is also I am changing back to myself so that Radhaya cannot see. I will show you. Now what I will do, I will log in with Radhaya's account. Instead of doing that, we have something called impersonation. I will impersonate. Now it's login with Radhaya's session. If you see here, he doesn't have contract access as well. So what I will do, I will go to security role. He have sales manager role. I will update the sales manager role so that he will get access to the entity, not on the data. Okay, custom entities. I want to give the agreement access. I will give only the user level. Contract. I will give only the user level. Okay, all are user level. Now, if I refresh, active contracts, you can see none. Okay, agreements, you can see none. Now, I will reset this impersonation. I will come back to my session, that is login with CRM demo. Now I will share this contract. So in share, what we have done, in share, what is the action we have selected? Cascade all, right? Cascade all. So when we share a parent record, child records will also be shared, right? So share Radhya, read, write, append to. I am giving this permission. I mean, I'm not giving delete. I'm giving only this for permission. Share. Now the record is sharing. It's shared. Okay. Now let me again impersonate Radhaya so that it will open a Radhaya session. I will explain you this tool. It's a very useful tool that everyone will use in real time. Okay. Now after sharing contract, he can see the data. He can also see the agreements that we shared. When we assign, it's cascade none. When we delete, it is restricted. When we share, it's cascade all. Clear? Any questions? Let me know.